That's how it is. Especially after the invasion in the Super Earth. Not gonna lie, that was just amazing to do. I mean, the situation was fucked up, but that was just amazing. Fighting in our own urban world. Having to defend Super Earth. Now I'm just waiting for somebody to cop on in. Either in the stream or in the VC. So, excuse me while I'm basically doing very, very strange turns. All right, let's see. Yeah, excuse me for a second, chat. I'm just trying to stall for time, to be honest. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm doing. The fuck was that? Sound like some glass falling. Anyway, what do you guys think the fourth faction's gonna be in Helldivers 2, to be honest? Because I legit want to know what that's gonna be. Seems so far we got the Terminids, the Automatons, and the Illuminid. But is there gonna be a fourth one? Is it gonna be some sort of weird combination of things? The more I think about it, the more I'm excited to see what chaos is gonna be brought down. Furries? That'd be funny as hell. Don't think they'll do it, but it'd be funny. Unless it was all cat girls. Nah, they wouldn't do that. We have basically the Tyranids from 40k, the Terminator. I don't know what you call the Illuminid. So it has to be like something fitting there. Maybe a rogue faction of Super Earth? Make their own empire or something? I don't know. I'm just thinking about ideas at this point. Anyone there? Oh, shit. Give me a second. Alright, can you hear me now? An orc faction. That'd be funny. How would they do an orc faction? Ba 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 da bam. Hey, guys. How many of you would be interested in me making some sort of food based on Helldivers? Now that I think about it. I do a lot of cooking, so... something for Super Earth. Just something interesting to try out. What do you guys think? Just throwing out ideas at this point. Alright. Is it working? No, think about it. What I'm trying to fix? Something small, to be honest. They say size doesn't matter. They always lie. Well, yeah, you always want a very big gun. Oh, let me check it out. Should be... Yeah, that's working. So now... Yeah. Alright, that should be working, which means the only thing we're waiting for is... It says she joined, so she should be here. Don't mind the awkwardness right now. It's just normal VTuber awkwardness. Don't mind the man who's trying to fill up dead space by talking to himself a lot. What the hell? How the hell did you even get down there? There you are. There we go. I was trying to make sure that for some reason that Discord didn't mute you. Again. What do you mean? What was your bit?
It didn't work because you moved my model.
To be fair, I think I had you muted for a little bit. So, yeah.
Who would mute me?
I was kind of...
Why?
Oh, why?
I was trying to be a silly goober.
To be honest, though, Rena, yesterday I was actually having some issues with Discord. That's why I was kind of like saying hello a lot. Yeah, I was legit having some issues, so that's why I was kind of...
It's that lady, yeah. It's me, Rena Ann, the Time Witch of the Feywilds, the RPG streamer.
Yeah, and she's hijacking my stream.
I do that sometimes, yeah. I hijack people's streams.
Yeah. Hey. So, you just saw me got off of, you know, causing a little bit of an extinction program with some fellow Helldivers.
Something like that, yeah.
You're kind of stuck right now.
Yeah, that's weird.
Give me a second. I probably D'd her down too much. She brain froze.
Damn.
What?
Shit.
Do you need me to slap your ass to wake you back up?
Nah, I'm good.
You sure you don't want it anyway?
Nah, not right now.
Hey.
Oof.
All that napalm, yeah. Hey, I caught him.
Oh my god.
What the hell's that symbol next to me?
Oh, what symbol?
I don't know. There's a symbol next to my name on that thing. I wonder if it's like another event in the Pokemon game.
It usually tells you if there's an event.
I mean, I see a bunch of stars next to it, so that's why I'm looking at it. Rhydon isn't even showing up.
Check in your like, your singing.
Oh, I am. I mean, it literally is not showing up. You heard tonight was a doubled Rena? What do you mean by a doubled Rena?
Oh damn, I got an Omnite that's like fucking got fantastic HP, fantastic special attack, defense, special, like fantastic special defense, fantastic. Attack is average and then speed is good. But this is like my best fucking Pokemon.
You're frozen again.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that lately. Ugh.
I think my best Pokemon on this thing is a Sableye, I believe. Let me take a look. Yeah, it was a Sableye that has fantastic HP, fantastic attack, fantastic special, average defense, perfect special defense, and has bad speed. So, I actually wanted to put you in chat to begin with because... Don't you have something coming up soon?
I do. I have a charity event coming up. Yeah, next week actually. I'm still trying to straighten out the kinks of it, but yeah, I'm working on a charity event.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be donating money for Gamers Outreach, which actually is donating essentially the ability for kids that are hospitalized to be able to play games and have fun.
Nice.
Because being in hospital is no fun, so...
I did it once. I never wanted to do it again.
Yeah.
I'd actually rather get ripped apart by a Terminid than be in the hospital for a long period of time.
Yeah, and it sucks. And it's really nice that they do this. It also gives, you know, a lot of kind of like relief because it's also like, keep in mind, like a lot of kids that are hospitalized, especially like long-term hospitalization, is very expensive. Parents a lot of the times can't afford much other than just like paying the fucking bills and keeping their kids like getting the care that they need. So like this type of program actually allows them to be able to do things that they wouldn't normally be able to do.
You're gonna do your best, right?
I'm definitely gonna try my best.
Good.
Our goal is gonna be $1,000 raised. And I'm trying to come up with some ideas for stuff I can do to kind of give like funny rewards for the viewers.
Sticky notes on your tits?
I mean, I'm gonna run out of space. They ain't that... I mean, they're big, but they ain't that big. Maybe if I had poison level titties.
Poison level titties?
Yeah, poison. You know poison.
I know, but...
Poison's fucking badonkers or fucking humongulodonkus.
Really? I think my Shirayumis are bigger.
My, like, the whole but a hunk of baloos. Yeah, no. Have you seen her fucking art?
Yes.
I don't know.
Or...
They're pretty fucking massive.
I don't know, yours are pretty big. Like, they're close to Tifa
no,
levels.
No, they are bigger than mine. Way bigger. Like, look at this shit.
Maybe you should show them a outfit that kind of shows more of your curvature, if you know what I mean.
This is one of my best outfits, thank you.
What about your swimsuit?
Oh, I don't have that toggled right now.
Hmm.
I should though, because summer's coming, and you know I tend to like to.
Show off.
Eh? What?
You say you tend to like to when you just stop, so I just said show off.
Oh no, I was just gonna. I tend to pull that out only for seasonal. I tend to like to only do that, pull that for seasonal.
Uh.
But do you see like this art and her badonkers?
God damn. I was thinking
I
about.
fucking told you she had massive hunkabaloos.
I wasn't thinking that poison. I was thinking Street Fighter poison.
No, our friend poison. Humongulodonkus.
God damn, those are big. I'm pretty sure half the chat is looking at us going, what? And the other half are probably asking us, let us see. Well, this is kind of a normal stream. You see me blow shit up on Helldivers, and next I bring Rena here and we talk about tits and ass. While we play as an Ace Attorney. Or an Arcane Attorney this time. You're not even going to try and deny it?
I'm trying to find the meme that I'm trying to reference. Okay, I found it. Okay. Alright. Basically, there's this high school girl, except she's got huge boobs. I mean, some serious honkers. A real set of badonkers, packing some double honker. Massive dohonkalongaloos. Big old tonhonger congers. What happens next, you ask? A transfer student shows up one day with even bigger bonka hunkable hoogs. Humongous homongula honkus.
I don't know if the Helldivers are still here, but you definitely probably raised morale for them and taking out the bugs.
If Rena was a Pokemon, her text would be rewind, time stop, summon Simps, and throw it back.
Oh, man. People are going to be calling us degenerates half the time, but that's literally most VTubers at this point.
Those words. See, it's soldier size. Yeah, no, she's got some massive honkers. She fucking blows me out of the water like fucking tenfold. I like my size titties. They're comfortable size, even though they are still back pain city.
You sure
I can only imagine having tits that big.
You sure it was back pain from walking or back pain from nights with either me or Celtro?
Nah, have you... Oh, I mean, you're not a woman. You wouldn't know what it feels like. But you have massive fucking honkers, man. Your back's fucking hurting. Alright? You want to do an experiment? Alright? You want to do an experiment, Juris?
What kind?
Alright. So this is going to be experiment to understand what it feels like wearing tits. And why your back hurts after it.
Okay.
I want you to take 2 milk jugs, like the gallon jugs, alright? And I want you to tie a rope and tie them together. Except you're going to put enough space for the rope so that you can put that rope and put it behind your neck so that you can hang the milk jugs over the front of your chest. Do that for an hour.
Alright, bet.
And do your normal activity.
Alright, bet.
So you are carrying 2-gallon full milk jugs, not empty. They have to be full. And you have to carry that around for at least an hour and tell me what it feels like to have tits.
Alright, bet.
It's fucking heavy. That is what women have to deal with on a daily basis. Having massive honkers.
Alright, bet.
Do it. I dare you. I want to hear how it feels.
All right.
You yield an active lifestyle relatively compared to mine. I tend to laze around quite a bit. So, you do your normal daily tasks with two milk jugs basically strapped to your chest.
So running around the kitchen, running outside with milk jug strapped to my chest, and then do my normal exercises, including crunches.
Yes. Yep.
Hmm.
Everything.
Hmm.
Good luck.
All right, bet.
That shit's fucking hard. Yeah, but your boobs are supportive in magic. It's why you don't wear. Shh! Don't tell them my secrets. God, that's why my tits are so perky all the time.
Anyway, shall we get started?
Give me like 2 seconds. I threw some soup in the microwave because I was hungry.
Why soup? That doesn't really fill you up.
What are you talking about? Soup is good. I love soup. It's like baked potato soup.
Okay, it does fill you up.
Yeah, baked potato.
Yeah, most of the time when somebody offers me soup, it's like very brothy, and that doesn't fill me up for shit.
No, if I'm gonna get soup, and if I get soup in a can or something, I'm gonna get it like the... I don't get like the cheap-ass Campbell's soup. I get the expensive soup that has like big-ass noodles and like nice chunks of meat and veggies normally. But I got baked potato this time.
Well, you're not going to the clothes store to buy soup, are you?
No, why would I go to the clothes store to buy soup?
Why would somebody go to the soup store to buy clothes?
I don't know. That'd be stupid.
You did not remember what I'm referencing, do you?
Oh, I know. Anyway, be right back.
God damn it. Oh, man. Well, she's too busy staring at the ground for either a penny or something. For the second part of Mischief Monday, I can still hear you, you know. We can still hear you, you know. Big ol' badonkadonks.
Poison that meme.
Big ol' bonhungalungas.
Humonguladongus.
Bungalungabas.
That's a fucking funny meme.
Average Mischief Monday. Devolves on us talk about tits and ass.
Yep.
Speaking of which, shall we get this game started while you have your soup?
I got my soup. Potato soup.
So now we got to... We're in a weird situation. We don't exactly have a defendant. But we know it's some noble who fucked them over, so... I'm gonna have extra fun making this guy suffer, okay?
Oh, right, and we have the weird guy that's, like, kind of obsessed with you. But who's also a hot noble.
That's because you like hot nobles.
Listen, okay? Can't help myself.
Jeez. Don't flirt with my apprentice when she works for you, okay?
Nah, I'm good.
Good. I'm still trying to get over the fact people apparently thought I kidnapped her. Boy, y'all locked
that seems like a pretty easy thing to clear up.
Oh, it is. But apparently, I quote-unquote hypnotize her because she talks funny now. What's Sea Bunny?
Are you talking about my friend Joe?
Oh. Is a guy?
No, it's a girl.
Why is a girl named Joe?
Because that's her nickname.
Okay. What is her full name? Joe Mama?
Nosh Jaruna.
Oh, I would have gone with Joe Mama anyway, just for funny.
Well, she's a sea bunny, so Jaruna.
Hmm.
Jaruna is the scientific name for a sea bunny.
Ah. Off the court. Let's make this noble suffer. Oh, and if the guy sends for me some more, you gotta take over because... You're the one who can handle simps like that better than I can.
Who?
The noble that simp that you're simping over.
Oh.
Court is
Yeah, he's
now.
got a hard on for you.
Jeez. Wait, isn't he technically Steelwind's fiance too? Now that I think about it, or is that just implied?
Is he?
I think that was what it was implied. Court is now in session for the trial of Stefanik Dracogen.
I think somebody. I didn't think it was him that was engaged to her, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. It was the wording that made it sound like it was him by the way they were talking about him.
I have no idea.
Not to mention the constant words about reports about me. And I feel like she would have the most of the reports that have anything involving me. Speaking of which...
Are you screen sharing?
It should be up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm screen sharing.
Okay. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. I don't know what I'm doing today.
I don't know. The defense is also ready. Very well. Let's begin the proceedings. Prosecutor Steelwind, please list the charges.
I was supposed to, The defendant is charged with criminal negligence of the death of Justin Wayne. The death occurred at the Aronnax Arcane refinery last night. Mr. Wayne was an employee of the Drakengard Trading Company, a company owned by the defendant. During work hours, the victim accidentally broke a poorly maintained safety rail and fell into a vat of corrosive chemicals.
Oof.
Attempts to save his life failed, and his body almost fully dissolved.
Oy. I see. What a gruesome end.
The defendant displayed clear negligence in maintaining the refinery's facilities. As such, the responsibility for Mr. Wayne's death falls squarely on his shoulders. To begin, the prosecution would like to call Noah Morrison to the stand. Witness, please state your name and occupation for the court.
Alright, laddie. Yes, my name's Noah Morrison. I'm the harbor master of Oretz Harbor.
Damn, she only 18 and full-time lawyer. Yeah, she 18 and full-time lawyer. What am I doing with my life?
Fighting for democracy? That's always a noble profession.
It's my understanding that you witnessed the accident that night. Am I correct?
To be fair, I'm running a bar, and I work as a mercenary, and I teach, and, man, I got a lot of jobs now that I think about it, Rena. It's also,
Yeah.
And then there's the chef part, and wow, I do got a lot of jobs. Aye, yeah, I did.
Could you please testify the court about what you witnessed?
I'm going with Scottish for this guy. Sound good?
Fine by me.
I'm just thinking devil man with the hat and everything. I was showing a visitor around the city, and for some reason he really wanted to see the Onyx Arcane refinery. He was inspecting the machines there when suddenly Mosukaria ran up to us. She was desperately trying to tell us something, but there was too much noise. After a while, she pointed at the walkway overlooking the refinery. That's when we saw someone fall into the accursed vat. There was a guardrail that should have prevented him from failing, but he broke through as if we fell. So there was a safety rail that should have protected the victim?
Yes, however, upon closer inspection, the city guard found that the light rails were extremely rusted. They were clearly poorly maintained by the company.
I see. The negligence is the basis of the prosecution's charges.
Are you going to present the traces of transmutation with what we found?
I can't help but feel like there's something in Morrison's testimony that doesn't add up. Right now, those traces are the only defense we have against Von Sanctus' accusations. It's not a piece that I want to use just yet. And once you know use that piece, who knows how the judge will react.
You know, in real court, you're actually supposed to present all of the evidence.
I know, but this is a game. That doesn't work.
I know. I'm just trying to make talk.
I know. But also, there's the fact that you work in the fake court. How does that one
Oh
work?
yeah. Your Honor, I am not guilty by reason of it was fucking funny that that guy fell into the vat.
A man died, Rena.
Yeah, but did you see the way he fell and flailed his arms? Absolutely fucking hilarious.
At least my excuse of, Your Honor, I disintegrated that Fae because they literally bugged me after I told them 3 times to stop held more weight than that.
No, it's a kangaroo court over there, man. You have to just. I've explained this before.
Yeah.
You have to just prove that it was fucking funny, and that's all that matters. If you can prove that your situation was funny, you can get out of anything.
No wonder they always let me out free. They probably think it's a funny gag to see me disintegrate one of those people and see who stupid could go.
I don't think so. I don't think they find it funny that disintegrating their kind.
It's either that, or they're just trying to get rid of the Darwin Awards. Okay, I actually couldn't believe that one with how much you tell me about the fake queen, so...
Oh.
She probably has a thing that says, don't bug the sorcerer, and it probably just sees, alright, who's ever stupid enough, they're on their own.
I mean, if you get your ass killed because you do stupid things, you win stupid prizes. I mean the Fae are all about trickery, so, you know. If you fucked up failing your trick, then obviously, then you don't deserve to live.
And all the ones that I've had disintegrated fucked up their tricks, so... You know what, I'm kind of leaning towards the Darwin Award idea.
My soup was delicious. I wish there was more. It was slow kettled.
Not much has changed with Morrison's testimony. However, you've collected a lot more evidence since you last spoke to him. Is there anything you found that contradicts his testimony? And now, gentleman wants soup.
Yeah. Soup is good. Did you know that I also recently just hit 1,200 followers?
Sweet. I finally reached 100 followers on YouTube. Which, by the way, you should go to my YouTube and subscribe, everybody in chat, because I am very poor at shilling for myself.
No shame.
Look,
listen.
Yeah.
I do the same shit. I tell people all the time, you should subscribe. You should join my other social media.
Yeah. Inspecting the machines there, when suddenly they ran up on us. She was desperately trying to tell us something, but there was not just too much noise. I'm trying to remember what it was. Well, we don't want to show the transmutation just yet. That's going to be a mess. But I think it's something about either the noise or the person. So let's press. This was the patron you mentioned before, I'm correct, Morrison? Aye. Steel one's giving me that look. Oh, okay, maybe not. Best keep it left. Aside from being a mage, he hasn't given you much reason to suspect him. For now. Honestly, I doubt it's him. As much as I like to shit on nobles, there was a lot of... The guy was way too open. And I don't mean like, oh, he's hiding something. We could read his mind, and everything he was saying was flat out just truth after truth. What's kind of creepy that
he wasn't hiding anything.
Exactly. He was inspecting machines there.
Are you referring to Mosorica Tudor, the owner of the local cafe?
Aye, for whatever reason, she was also there and witnessed the incident.
Yes, we were all already aware of that.
Masura's testimony was a lot less detailed than Morrison and Naster's testimony. She was probably more focused on saving Justin and taking her surroundings in. But are there any points where her testimony doesn't add up with Morrison? Let me look at it. On the night of the accident, at the scene of fall, she tried to get the attention, but they couldn't understand her because of how loud the refinery machines were. That's right. There was just too much noise. And this noise came from machines in a refinery, I presume. Those machines were loud as hell. I could barely hear myself think with that noise. There was no way I could hear young Morsika over all of that.
I mean, you might as well press every line he says.
Yeah.
There's no harm in pressing everything.
Yeah. You mentioned that you saw someone fall into the vat. Did you not recognize that person? Well, I didn't know the lad personally, and it was pretty far away. I couldn't get a good look at the person. Maybe you should keep a pin on that detail. Anyways, could you go into more detail about the moment you witnessed the accident? Of course. What else do you want to know about it?
The guardrail.
Which one, the rusted or... What happened to the guardrail or...
Well, that's the first one, because remember, he said it just folded like cardboard.
Ah.
If you remember, like, when you guys talked about it.
What happened to the guardrail before Justin fell? Well, I saw him lean on it. It should have prevented him from falling off the walkway. But the rail just broke the instant he put his weight on it. That's how he fell into the vat. I see. Could you please include that detail in your testimony? If you think it will help. The guardrail that should have...
There was other questions, though, that you could have asked.
Yeah. Remember, I was thinking about the last one where it said rusted. Was the guardrail rusted before it broke? Did you see the guardrail before Justin broke it? What kind of condition was it in? More specifically, was there any rust on it? I can't say I could make out those details. It was pretty far away, and I could barely make out the figure that fell into the vat.
I mean, you might as well just ask all the questions, because he has multiple things that he can...
Yeah. What about Morsukara was doing? Actually, what was that?
Yeah. No, because we don't want to talk about Esther.
Yeah. What was Morsukara doing the moment you saw Justin fall? I told you, didn't I? She was the one who pointed in the walkway in the first place. That's how we saw Justin fall. I see. I don't think that's gonna fit, though.
They have to match, so there's something that's not matching.
Yeah, no one Asters are... On the night of the accident, she saw Justin Way fall off the walkway. After seeing him fall, she tried to get the attention. I feel like that's an app. This might be it.
I mean, we're not presenting it.
Yeah. But hers says after he fell. See, she saw Justin Way fall off the walkway after seeing him fall. His says when pointed it out.
He said that he saw him fall.
Yeah, she said that.
But that couldn't be possible because he had already fallen.
Exactly. That's why I was thinking about this.
Yeah. So we need to press that specific line.
Witness. You said that you saw the victim. No, I had to present. You said that you saw the victim fall into the vat. Did this happen before, during, or after Morsukara got your attention? It was definitely after. It was... If it weren't for the commotion she made, I would have looked up in the first place. Just as you thought, but what does this mean? Morrison, I spoke with Morsukara about what she saw. She said that she saw Justin fall off the walkway and then rushed to for help. Oh, that sounds about right. No, Morrison, it actually doesn't. What do you mean? If Morsukara saw Justin fall before she went to get help, then how did you see him fall after she came for you to help? What? Morrison, Morsukara came to you for help. That wasn't a reaction to seeing Justin fall off the walkway. If that's true, then how can you have possibly seen Justin fall off the walkway again afterward? I have no idea.
Mr. Cuthbert, you're disputing your own witness's testimony over a minor detail. It's entirely possible that Mr. Morrison or Miss Tudor simply misremembered.
I highly doubt that Morrison misremembered the order of what happened. His testimony matched up exactly with the testimony of his companion.
Then Miss Tudor must be the one who's mistaken.
I'm compelled to agree with Miss Steelman. These conflicting accounts seem extremely minor. The prosecution's case is based on a broken guardrail, and only 3 individuals witnessed Justin Way break said guardrail. The defense asserts that these 3 witnesses' accounts must be consistent with each other. Otherwise, this evidence is not strong enough to find my client liable.
Please, the break in the guardrail is directly over the vat. That is enough physical evidence. It proves that the victim fell because this railing broke.
How do we know that the guardrail wasn't broken by some other event?
That's ludicrous. You're just clearly just playing devil's advocate.
I'll admit that I also find the defense assertion dubious. However, I see no harm in allowing Miss Tudor to testify what she saw. Rika saw a lot less than Morrison and Astor did, and her testimony was a lot less detailed. But the one detail she did remember was that she saw Justin fall off the walkway. Hopefully her testimony might clear up what happened. Bailiff, please escort Miss Tudor to the witness stand.
Your witness, please state your name and occupation for the courtroom. I don't remember what voice I gave to the girl.
She was kind of like edgy, goofy, I believe. This is probably Rika's first time testifying in court. You hope she'll be okay.
As if I need such introductions, but allow me to indulge you all.
Oh Lord, is she seriously doing that here?
I am Mosarika Tudor, the Dark Lord of Aranox, High Archmaya of Cadmium Flames, and a business proprietor of the Sweet Confections.
I see. I was not aware we were in the presence of such renowned individual. Gentleman Yeti, I like her. Wait, does he actually believe her? Your Honor, Monsieur Tudor is the owner of the local cafe at Honorax. Well, isn't she also a high mage or a high archmage?
I am.
No, she really isn't.
Tyrion, you're ruining my flow. Yeah, stop ruining your flow, Tyrion.
You would say that your flow is most disrupted right now. Anyways, Miss Tudor, you were at the Honorex refinery on the night of the accident. And you witnessed the moment that the victim fell off the walkway. I'm not ruining her flow.
Ruining my flow? Yes, that's right.
According to your statement, you ran up to Morrison after you saw Justin fall off the walkway. The problem is that there's a contradiction between both of your testimonies.
There's a contradiction?
Morrison testified that he didn't see the victim fall into the vat until after you approached him. God damn it, Celtro. Be horny some other time. This wouldn't make sense, though. You saw the victim fall off the walkway before you ran up to Morrison. Morrison couldn't have possibly seen the victim fall again after.
I think I see what happened.
You do?
I think you're misunderstanding what I said before.
I misunderstood you? If that's true, could you please testify to the court exactly what happened? Please include every detail you can remember.
Sure. I was at the refinery when I heard a strange sound from the walkway. When I looked to see what it was, I saw that Justin had tumbled over the guardrail. Oh, she said tumbled over.
Wait a minute.
I already saw something because he said tumbled over, not broke.
Yeah.
But he hadn't fallen in the fat yet. I saw him barely hanging onto the edge of the platform. This is very different now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how to get to the walkway from there, so I looked for help on the grounds and found Mr. Morrison. He must have seen Justin lose his grip on the ledge and fall into the vat after that.
So the victim didn't immediately fall into the vat? He was hanging onto the edge of the walkway? That would
I'm on the edge of glory.
That would explain how Mr. Morrison saw the victim fall into the vat after Miss Tudor saw him fall off the walkway.
Mm.
I think she's noticed it too. In any case, Mr. Cuthbert, you may begin your cross-examination. Yeah, it was tumbled over. But his says he said it's lean. The figure fell from the walkway when it broke. That's the one you're talking about, right?
I mean, I would press that first.
All right. So this was the moment you saw Justin fall off the walkway?
Yeah.
And you said he fell over the guardrail.
I did, but I'm not sure how it happened. I think something caused him to lose his balance. He tumbled over the guardrail and fell right off the walkway.
Interesting. But that still doesn't explain why Morrison saw him fall after you ran for help for him.
Yeah, well, I did see Justin fall from the walkway.
But his testimony said that he was leaning on the guardrail and it broke. See?
Mm-hmm.
This one, right?
Yep.
Over. She said over, didn't she? Rika, you said that the victim tumbled over the guardrail. As in, he was thrown over it.
Yes, that's right. What?
Did you see the moment the guardrail broke?
No, I didn't. I already told you that I didn't.
But you did see the moment that Justin fell off the walkway. And in that moment, did you see Justin break the guardrail?
No, like I told you, I didn't see the moment the guardrail broke.
But that's the thing, Rika. According to Morrison, Justin Wade broke the guardrail as he fell into the vat. More specifically, he said that Justin was standing on the walkway when that happened.
What?
According to the prosecution, Justin Wade leaned on a faulty guardrail and broke it, falling into the vat. But that's not what you saw, was it, Rika?
No, I saw him tumble over the guardrail.
I'm afraid I don't see the importance of this, Mr. Cuthbert. Are you accusing the witness of perjury? No. There's definitely something going on here, but what? Morsika is a mage, and you don't want to suspect her. But you need to consider every possibility. What is happening here?
What indeed?
We're in a world of magic. What if they're both telling the truth? I just want to try to think. Which one? She wouldn't have any reason to lie. That was her friend, obviously. He has nothing to gain from the lie. Both of them lying wouldn't make any sense, to be honest. Because it matches way too much. I think they're both telling the truth. What do you think?
Eh?
They're both telling the truth. You guess. But how does that make sense? Okay, think through this. If I were to assume that Rika and Morrison are telling the truth, you need to remember that the exact order of events. First, Rika saw Justin go up the walkway. Right now?
Oh, I thought this is just the same line.
Oh, okay. I'll skip it then.
Yeah, just skip it. Like, same line.
Alright. She saw Justin fall over the guardrail and off the walkway. Justin was able to grab in the walkway ledge, and that's when Morsico went to look for help. This is when she ran into Morrison and asked her. And then they asked us account of events. Actually see his face. How did you know it was actually him and fell in? Well, who else could it have been? After Morrison couldn't see Justin's face, the one detail that the testimony never sat right with you. But you dismissed your suspicions. They found Justin's body in the vat after all. You know for a fact that he fell into the vat, but you never considered one other possibility. Another person fell in. Another person? Is that really possible? But it's the only thing that makes sense. It would also explain why Rika, Morrison, and Esther all saw someone fall off the walkway at different times. But then who is the second person? You don't have a choice. Even if you don't know all the facts, there's only one conclusion you could draw. I think you've had quite enough time to deliberate, Mr. Cuthbert. Are you accusing the witness or not? I'm not accusing the witness of perjury, Your Honor. Both Ms. Tudor and Mr. Morrison's testimony appear to contradict each other, but they are both telling the truth.
Then please enlighten us, Mr. Cuthbert. How could both of the testimonies be true?
Well, I think there's only one possible explanation. Both Mr. Tudor and Mr. Morrison saw someone fall out the walkway, but the person that Mr. Tudor saw and the person that Mr. Morrison saw were two different people.
That judge looks like he's just fucking seeing shit all the time. Are you serious, Mr. Cuthbert? Did you honestly think some random person fell into the vat moments after Justin fell in?
It's the only conclusion that makes sense, Mr. Steelwind. Miss Tudor knew the victim and recognized them. That's how she was able to confirm that it was him that fell into the vat. However, Mr. Morrison and his companion did not know the victim personally. They could barely make out his features. They only assumed that it was him after they learned who he fell in.
Please. So far, it's more likely that Miss Tudor is simply mistaken about what she saw. What? Yeah, no, I'm sure I saw Dustin tumble over the guardrail. But let's not forget Miss Tudor's allegiances. As a beneficiary of the Dragon Guard Trading Company, she has every reason to confound this case for the defendant's favor. That's not...
That's enough. This is a civil case, Mr. Cuthbert, not some murder mystery for you to throw wild theories towards. It looks like you don't have a choice. You're going to have to use your trump card. You have one piece of evidence that implies that this wasn't a simple accident. Ah, boy. Are you sure about that, Your Honor?
What?
Justin Way's death was reported as an unfortunate accident. As a result, the city guard put minimal resources into their investigation. More specifically, there was no reason to call in the Arcane Inquisition.
Yeah, what are you talking about? What would the Inquisition be? No. Are you saying that?
Unlike the RX City Guard, I have a mage capable of detecting magic. My bodyguard, Celeste McCoy, scanned the crime scene for magical traces. And she found traces of transmutation on the broken guardrail. Traces of magic were found at the crime scene? But that would make this a potential homicide, Your Honor.
This is ridiculous. The accident took place within the arcane refinery. Those traces could easily come from the purification process.
Miss Stillwin, these traces were found only on the guardrail that Justin broke. We didn't find them anywhere else.
No.
We can't be certain of what happened, but it's clear that the mage used magic near the scene of the accident. Foul play must have been involved. So my theory of another person falling into the vat is entirely possible. My client is not at fault for the guardrail breaking.
Yeah.
Considering the shocking revelation, there is still much that we don't know about Justin Way's death. With that said, I have no choice but to suspend the trial of Von Sanctus versus Dracogen. You had a feeling this would happen. Just like your other cases, the court won't pass a verdict unless a culprit is found. The court will give the Arcane Inquisition time to investigate the scene and the supposed magical traces. We will resume the trial in 2 days' time. Court is adjourned. Well, we bought a little bit of time.
Yeah, but do we have any leads?
No. But I do have an important mission I need to do, Rina.
Well, we survived the first day. What important mission?
I need you to entertain the guests while I go to the bathroom real quick. I was holding this in since the past 2 missions in Helldivers.
Man, you should have just went and took a piss.
Yeah, well, while I piss, you talk to chat.
Yeah. Oh. That's actually... I have an idea. Alright? Chat. Alright, don't tell him that I'm gonna do this. Shh, nobody tell him anything, okay? Alright, we're on a mission.
Rina, what the hell?
What? What?
You didn't even put them on properly. Oh my god. At least put the glasses on properly, for God's sake.
Oh, I can't now. It won't let me unbend it.
Great. What is this stuff? This wasn't even put on right. You literally just...
That's because your model was twisted.
Oh, here. How do you like it? How do you like it now? On your... Here. Now you're gonna look a little fucked up. Here. Now you look fucked up.
Listen, I tried, okay?
Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, I go to take a piss and this is the first thing I run back into.
Alright, I can do this. So, Renee on. Oh, I can't. It won't let me delete this. I don't think so anyway. Wait a minute. Hold up. Yes, I can. Hey, sup? I'm Renee on. Sup? How you doing?
They're saying,
what you up to?
They're saying thighs. Her thighs. Look at her thighs.
Sup, baby girl? I'm a pretty cool cat, if you don't say. You know.
Oh my god. Alright, come on down. Time to deflate your ego. Time to deflate your... Okay, I can't get those parts off of you.
I know. Once they're on, like, you can't.
I guess it's... Oh my god. Motherfucker, we're supposed to be playing as attorneys.
What? What's wrong?
We're supposed to be continuing on as serious attorneys.
We're pretty serious. You just got glasses.
Hard glasses aren't exactly appropriate in a court of law.
Hard glasses are great, and they're blue. Don't you see that? They're amazing. They're blue.
One, I prefer red, and two, the lenses are pink. So it's more pink than blue.
I can't really do much about that. It's fine. It's just the lighting off your coat.
Anyway, your line.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Rena, you're lying.
Why are you taking it off? I'm trying to be funny.
With me?
Yes. You don't know how to have fun, Charisma.
I think I fucked up. I tried to put it on your head, now it's stuck on my wing.
Good job.
Oh my god.
I mean, you could take it off yourself.
I know. I'm trying to put it on your head.
I love this plushie. It's so cute.
Here, now it's sitting on your tits.
Well, at least we survived the first day. But it kind of feels like we're back on square one.
Yeah. Inquisition will get involved. They know that magic played a role in what happened. If you want them to dismiss the case against Draken, you're going to have to find out exactly what happened. And if that's even possible. Ugh!
Hey, are you okay?
You feel a headache coming on. Yeah, I think I'm just tired.
Well, this day has been exhausting. It's pretty late. Should we just head back to the inn and continue the investigation tomorrow?
No, I want to take another look at the refinery before the Inquisition gets there. Ah! The throbbing pain in your skull seems to disagree with you doing that.
Yeah, no, we're heading back to the inn.
I'm fine, really.
Taryn, I know how you're anxious about the trial, but you need to get some rest.
Celeste, I'm fine.
Just sounds like yours. I'm fine. It's not. You're going to work yourself.
Would you just stay out of my way? Again, your voice came out louder than you meant for it.
Fine, whatever. Do what you want.
This damn city. Being back here really getting to you. That's all the more reason to get through this trial as soon as possible. The soreness in your head doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. Perhaps she's right. You'd be better off investigating the scene after some rest. Another nightmare overtakes your sleep. You clutch the note tight in your hands as you read it. I'm sorry, Tyrion. There were so many things I wanted to tell you, so many things that I wanted to show you. But I'm afraid that I can't do that now. I need you to be strong now. The world is bleak, merciless, and unforgiving. But I've seen you, and I know how bright a light within you is. Use my eyes, pure beyond the divine gates as I once did. Use it to reclaim the future. Her eyes? I don't understand. Doesn't matter. All you have to do is stop the execution.
But it's so cool. I know. I'm the best. Look at my fucking shades.
If you could just distract the knights long enough, you could save her and run away. And you'll have abandoned your home, but at least she'll be with you. As you try to sprint towards the gallows, a knight grabs your arm and pulls you back. Hey kid, you can't cross this point. Hey, stop that! You fruitlessly try to break the grip by striking him with your bare hands, but he barely feels anything through his armor. You continue delivering blow after blow to him, but it does nothing. Your knuckles start to bleed. Irritated by your behavior, the knight pins you to the ground. Damn kid. You desperately struggle against him to no avail, and from this position, you have no choice but to watch what's happening. Wait, stop! Make eye contact with your brother one last time. Her body goes limp. You stare blankly at the hanging body. No, this isn't... Mom? You clutch the note tightly in your hand. You feel a comforting yet fleeting warmth from it.
Taryn?
Celeste? You snap back awake. It was another nightmare. You notice the tears are streaming down your face. You quickly try to bring up your sleeve to wipe them away. But you realize that Celeste is firmly gripping your hand. What are you...
Sorry.
Boy.
You were shouting in your sleep. But you seemed to calm down a little bit whenever I held your hand. So I've been doing that.
Oh.
Taryn, are you okay?
You're not.
You've been acting weird ever since we arrived in Aranox.
It's nothing.
It's not nothing. Does it have something to do with your mother? For the past 2 nights, you've been calling out for her in your sleep. Just talk to me. I'm your friend, aren't I?
You never even realized it. You didn't have many people in your life after you left Arnorex. You only had Miss Tamora, and she never wanted to talk about what happened. But Celeste, she's been here ever since you started your career. Of course she's your friend. It all happened a long time ago. We lived here together in the old house. My mother was a merchant and a mage.
Your mother was a mage?
But I guess the gift of magic skipped my generation. I could never use it. About 10 years ago, my mother's business partner was found murdered. And they found traces of magic at the crime scene.
They thought that your mom did it.
Miss Tamora was my mother's defense attorney at the trial. She did everything she could to get her acquitted, but she could never find the real culprit. They found her guilty of first-degree murder. I tried to stop her execution, but your voice starts breaking.
Tyrion.
I'm sorry, Celeste.
What?
Coming back has brought back so many memories. I thought that I already moved on from what happened. If I could just keep saving people as an attorney, then maybe I could put this all behind me. But I'm back in Honorex, and those feelings are still fresh in my mind. It's like I'm still the same powerless child from 10 years ago. I know that I've been taking them out on you. I'm really sorry.
Don't be. I get it. I know what it's like to lose someone like that.
She does, doesn't she?
When my dad was murdered, you were there for me. If it weren't for you, I would have still believed that he had died hating me.
Celeste slowly clasped your hands within hers. You feel it's warm and comforting. Has this been the warmth you've been feeling for the last few nights?
So just let me be here for you.
You can feel yourself dozing off. You have to snap yourself back awake. Sorry, the last few days have been a little tiring.
It's okay. Just focus on falling asleep. I'll stay with you for as long as you need.
White hair girls are the best waifus.
Facts.
That's because you're a white hair girl.
And? Where's the lie?
Chat. Is Brenda a waifu best hair white hair girl?
I'm also feeling pretty tired. I'll just rest my eyes a bit.
For the first time since your ride on RX, you finally receive a good night's rest. You wake up to the next morning, feel well rested. You feel almost a little too rested. You feel really reluctant to leave the comfort of your bed. I know that feeling when you get a really good sleep and you're like, fuck, I don't want to leave my bed.
Yeah.
Celeste, are you there? Your hand feels warm. You can feel your heart.
I like SCG. That looks so pretty.
Yeah. You can feel your heart stop. Celeste? Her eyes slowly open as she wakes up from equally restful sleep. She drowsily scans her surroundings. It's gonna take like 2 minutes to figure out what's happening. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
You both dart out of bed.
Yeah. So. You seem to be doing better. You're okay, right?
Yeah, thank you for last night. Poor phrasing.
Oh my.
Very poor
The
phrasing.
implication.
For the last time, you can't watch. Oh yeah, that's me. That's the fanboy. Hello? Are you there, Mr. Cuthbert?
What the hell?
Your soul nearly jumps out of your body. You suddenly hear Aster's voice, and it's extremely loud. You look around to see where he is, but he's nowhere to be found. Aster? Ah, thanks this scaled lord. I've finally gotten through to you two.
Yeah, where are you?
Out the door. I'm using a spell to speak. Oh, never mind. Speak with you right now. I apologize for contacting you in this manner, but I was worried that something happened to you two. Right, of course. Anyways, what do you want at this time of the day? This time of day? Mr. Cuthbert, it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon. How the fuck long were we asleep?
Oh, what?
I can sure use that long of a sleep one day, but what? 3 p.m.? You missed the entire morning? I hope everything's okay. Did something happen?
We fucked.
No, everything's okay. Anyways, if it's already this late, we should head over to the refinery.
Yes, the investigation. Let's do that immediately.
Celeste immediately power walks out the room. You quickly follow after her. If you're heading to the refinery, do you mind if I meet you two there? There's something that I'd like to ask you. Sure. Wonderful. I'll see you at the town square. You quickly meet Aster in the town square while you walk to the refinery. You and Celeste walk to your destination with purpose. A little too much purpose. It's almost as if we're both trying to distract yourself from something. Either you're embarrassed about the night last night, or you're mad about the night last night not going further. One of the two. Which one you taking? First or second?
Oh, they're probably just embarrassed. They're just dumb.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't think this game will...
Oh, I know it won't. I'm just saying. Every time you make eye contact with Celeste, she quickly glances away. Things are a little awkward, but you much prefer this over the tense mood between you two yesterday. Anyway, Aster, what spell did you use earlier? It let you speak with us without being there. Oh, that's a conjuration spell. It's called Send Message.
Love send message.
I feel like that's a general spell everybody should learn one day. Just in case.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
It's very useful.
I mean, Send Message? Like, as long as you don't watch, it'll be fine. But it would be easy to annoy somebody with Send Message. Imagine if I taught Mahi Send Message.
Yeah, kind of like email, except email directly into your fucking brain.
Yeah, but imagine if I taught Mahi Send Message and all she does is send Celtro the message, give Mahi coffee.
Pretty sure that's exactly what she would use it for.
Yeah, so never mind. Maybe I shouldn't teach her that. It's also why I don't teach anybody dimension hopping. So far, I think it's only like 3 people I know that has the ability to dimension hop. That would be me, Jolene, and Solus, to be honest. More importantly, you're a little worried about what he might have seen. Send message doesn't let you see.
Fucking idiot.
Don't worry, the spell...
Also, you guys didn't do anything, so...
Yeah. Don't worry, the spell is perfectly harmless. I can give you the parameters if you like. That'd actually be really helpful. For the duration of the spell, the caster projects their voice to communicate with a target. Anyone within a 30 feet radius of the target can hear the caster's voice. The caster can hear sounds close to the target, allowing the two-way communication. The target must be a known person known to the caster. The person must also be conscious, otherwise the spell will fail. Alternatively, the target can be an object that is attuned to the caster's magic. It's a pretty good listening in device. It looks like it only facilitates communication. You definitely didn't see the embarrassing state you two were in. You weren't in that much of an embarrassing state. You want to talk about embarrassing?
If you guys were naked and fucking.
Yeah. You want to talk about embarrassing state? Waking up in your own vomit in a bathtub.
By the way, I'm not trying to be rude, but...
I was trying to score. I mean, what?
Why are you following us?
Oh, yes. I was still trying to think of the proper method to ask you, but you both seem to be on edge at the moment. What did you want to ask us? You already told me about the traces of transmutation at the refinery, but the trial yesterday really highlighted the significance of that. I can't simply stand by if I was a witness to a murder, and... May I join you on your investigation? Don't stare at my ass, okay? Only Rena could do that.
I mean, you can't really stop him from staring at your ass.
I mean, fair enough. I can get you to smack him upside the head if he does.
I mean, I like it when boys look at other boys.
God damn it.
Yabi.
Well, what can you at least do? You're questioning his motives for a variety of reasons. He was the only other mage at the scene of the crime, and between him and Rika, you definitely trust Rika more. Alright, I see no reason why not. So let's shoot you a concerned look. You subtly gesture for her to keep an eye on Aster. She nods in acknowledgement. Aster is your prime suspect right now, and he has to be aware of that. But if you keep him close to you, you might catch some dissonant thoughts through the eye. Watch if we do this whole thing and he's just fanboying the whole time, and you're just like, what? You arrive at the refinery and see that several knights from the Inquisition have already arrived. You glance at the damaged walkway and see Commander White there with a few of his knights. He seems to notice you too, but he only pays you a passing glance. Mr. Cuthbert, I have been waiting for you. Ah, speaking of Sir-Fetched.
Oh my god, it's Sir-Fetched!
Yeah.
Celtro! Celtro, it's Sir-Fetched!
I didn't know you liked the Far-Fetched line that much.
He just likes Far-Fetched a lot.
Ah. It's also got stars next to it. I wonder what that is about.
No idea.
It said event spawn, so it might be something. Oh, Mr. Cuthbert, I've been waiting for you. For quite a while, I may add. Right, sorry about that. I suppose you have your reasons, and you've more than proven yourself worthy of my trust. Although, Drickogen gives Aster a suspicious side glance. He appears to come to the same conclusion that you did. Well, you've given me a little reason to doubt your judgment. I will leave the investigation in your capable hands.
Mm.
Hmm.
Speaking of the investigation, where should we start first?
Oh, we all caught him.
Nice.
What does it do? Jesus Christ, my surf fetch is garbage.
Oh, actually, mine isn't so bad. It's good, horrible, bad, fantastic, and perfect and perfect.
Yeah, but mine has horrible HP, horrible attack, which is technically its nature's best fact. Horrible special defense, fantastic speed and average special attack. Jesus, that's a bad. Rena?
Yeah.
You gonna read?
Are you going to?
It says Celeste.
I'm messing with you. I already read the line anyway.
Okay. Now that we got the Inquisition involved, we might be able to learn more about the magical traces from the crime scene. You look at Commander White, who was inspecting the walkway. He's probably your best bet at getting information about the investigation. Talk about the trial. I'm quite pleased with your work during the trial. I'm glad I put my trust in you. Thank you, but we're still a long way from getting your case dismissed. And showing the possibility of a murder definitely made things more complicated. I saw no reason to blame yourself. You merely played the cards you were dealt. Honestly, I'm still trying to make sense of what happened.
You have any idea who the second victim might be?
I have no idea. But all of my other employees are accounted for. I doubt it was anyone who worked for me. But then who was it?
Good question.
To be perfectly honest, I'm a little concerned with how many unauthorized people were there that day. He has a point. It seems strange that Justin, Rika, and Morrison were all there.
Setting up witnesses.
Well, I better go talk to the captain then. Oh, it's you. And who's this? Why does his face just remind me of a cat?
Yeah, kind of.
Wait, the hell? Commander, please don't. What the hell are you two doing with the Crown Prince?
What?
It appears that my cover has been blown, as they say. Did he just say the Crown Prince? Rena, what is it with you and Princess?
Told you.
Yes, my name is Aster D. Wyverngard, heir to the Wormguard. The entire time, you've been speaking with the heir to the throne. Okay, so he's definitely not a suspect at this point. I was hoping that it wouldn't come to this. Sorry, your, Majesty. Please, none of that.
Crown Prince is fangirling and is absolutely gay for you. How do you feel?
I don't want to talk about it because, I had a similar situation. You know how I said dimension hopping? If I told you, just promise not to laugh. That goes for all you, chat.
Can't laugh at jurists, guys.
Alright. So I did the little dimension hopping. I went to dimension 43, 44, I believe. I need to name these better. So I found...
What are you doing, like fucking Rick and Morty dimension naming?
probably should, but no, I was just trying to find a magic spell to help me go back in my time. Turns out time magic doesn't work like that. It's only based on the dimension it's based on. So quite literally
Okay, why are you fucking with time magic? I told you. It's fucking dangerous.
But Dimension 44, I ran into another version of me. Around the same...
of course you would.
Yeah, but this guy was nice. He was everything. He actually had 2 children too. So I actually asked him a question. What was it like having kids? He said to me that cherish all the time you have with them. You'll never regret it, and they'll grow up so fast you'll miss it. That actually sounded nice. And then he dropped the bombshell of who he was married to.
Uh-huh. What, Sultro?
Worse.
Worse than Sultro.
Think about it. Who was the one guy I assault?
That would never happen. Why you lie to me?
Do you want me to take it to that dimension? You can see it yourself.
I don't believe you.
I will literally take it to that dimension just to prove a point.
I don't believe you. You're lying to me.
I wish I was lying. If you really want, I will take you to that dimension to see it.
No, I wouldn't want to see that shit.
You talk about... You were talking about, like, you like seeing guy on guy stuff, and that's where you draw the line?
No. You don't understand. No. Not Owen. Never.
How do you think I
Couldn't
felt
happen.
when I... How do you think
Couldn't possibly ever happen.
How do you think I fucking felt when I heard that?
Liar. I don't believe you.
I wish I was lying. I will literally take it to that dimension just to prove a point.
No, I don't need to.
If I'm lying, what do you got to worry about?
I'm just gonna not believe you.
Alright, I'll just let denial be your friend then. Anyway, I would much prefer it if you all continue to call me Aster. No, I could never. You never seen the commander this flustered before. Why did you find the need to hide this from us? I didn't want you to think less of me. I admire your work, Mr. Cuthbert. Which is why I was afraid you wouldn't speak with me if you knew the truth. In a way, it was correct to assume that. As a member of the royal family, he represents everything that you and Miss Tamora are fighting against. But he does look like a sincere and genuine guy. At the very least, you haven't seen anything incriminating through the eye of Horus. Actually, through everything I see through the eye of Horus, he reminds me of Agent Stone. Have you seen the Sonic movies?
No.
Oh, you're gonna like Agent Stone. Like, I'm just waiting for this guy to offer me some steamed coffee with Austrian goat milk at this point. Anyways, this complicates things greatly. Aster is your primary suspect, so if he did commit the murder, you would have to implicate a member of the royal family. A nobleman is one thing, but would it even be possible to convict the crown prince? No. Well, no matter what, you won't stop seeking justice. Illusion dimension? Nope. It doesn't matter what you're facing, be the man, king, or god. And princes aside, you came here to talk to the commander about his investigation. Since Aster is accompanying you, he might be more inclined to share details with you. Alright. Yeah, sorry, Ren. I still can't believe that. And
Didn't happen. Lies. Lies!
I don't know what to tell you.
Lies. You're gonna tell me that it's a lie. You would never do that to me. Ever.
Rena, you and I both know that I can't bullshit my way through you, so...
Lie. Liar!
I would, Owen. What?
You stay the fuck away from him. Sultro.
Good. I thought you were trying to tell me like I was gonna do this shit. What? I'm surprised that the Inquisition is even here. I thought they were all busy investigating Asta's missing ship. Wait, you know about that? The commander glances nervously at Asta. We wanted to put more of our people there, but Lady Steelwind insisted that we focus on the Dracogen case. As you should. I would much rather you find justice for Justin Way. That's far more important than looking for some musty old ship. Right. Is this kid for real?
You stay the fuck away from him.
Magical traces. Alright. Have you discovered anything about the magical traces here? We did take a look, and it's definitely suspicious. The only rails with magical traces on them are these, and the fact that we can see them means that they were left behind within the last 48 hours. It's looking pretty likely that someone used transmutation on the rails that night. Still doesn't make sense though. Why would somebody weaken these rails specifically? I have no idea, I'm just as confused as you are. If this were really foul play, then someone knew that Justin or some other people would be in this exact place. Has the Inquisition found any evidence to prove my theory? You mean about a second person falling into the vat? Sorry kid, but it ain't that simple. The body of the Justin fella sorta dissolved. That's quite gruesome. If another person had fallen in, their body would have dissolved too. But we could find some bone fragments, blood, and other metallic shards. Have you been able to use divination to identify the bone fragments? Yep, the only ones were all belong to Justin Way. No signs of bones from another person. There weren't any evidence of another person falling in? Could your theory have been incorrect then? Are you sure that you and Morrison saw a person fall in the vat, Aster? I definitely saw someone fall off the walkway and break the guardrails. Although, thinking back on it, I didn't recognize who exactly that person was. The harbor master and I were pretty far away, and it wasn't well lit. Do you think someone's second victim body fully dissolved? Oh, that's you.
It might explain why I can't find any bone matter from them.
No, if my theory is correct, then the second victim fell in minutes after Justin fell. It wouldn't make sense that that person's body fully dissolved before Justin. Why can't you find any bone matter on the second person?
Either way, Dracogen might want to hear about this.
If the liquid's so volatile, how are you able to take things out the vat? Oh, the liquid isn't volatile anymore. When the harbor master and I reported what we saw, the workers poured some sort of alchemic solution into the vat. Yeah, according to them, the solution neutralizes the evocation magic in these chemicals. From what I heard, the magical liquid in these vats are usually blue. The solution that they poured into turned green. Yes, unfortunately it was too late. By the time that they neutralized the liquid, Justin's body had mostly dissolved. And if they hadn't neutralized it so quickly, we probably wouldn't have found anything from the victim. Wait, but aren't both of them... green now? Rena? Yeah.
Question mark?
Yeah, both of them seem to be green, so maybe check the other one?
A lot of event Pokemon today.
Yeah, must be an event going on. Crown Prince Aster. I still can't believe that you've been the Crown Prince the entire time. I wasn't trying to deceive you. I was just worried that you might treat me differently if you knew the truth. Oh, right. Should I call Steelwind over for you? She'll probably want to see you. No, I think it would be best if you didn't.
If you're the
Told
crown
you!
prince... Yep. I didn't think it was him. If you're the crown prince, that makes Prosecutor Steelwind your fiance.
Hmm? Right, Lady Frigga mentioned that during the Nightgrave case. That's why the name Master sounded so familiar. You saw it in her thoughts. Ugh, that Miriam. She caused me so much trouble by publicly revealing my marriage to Lady Steelwind. I had hoped to keep it a secret for much longer. Where's Prosecutor Steelwind anyway? She only investigates these crimes herself. She said she wanted to investigate the disappearing ship personally. She seems really hell-bent on finding the person responsible. They did attempt to kidnap the Crown Prince after all.
She must really care about you, Esther.
No, I highly doubt that. Huh.
What?
Our marriage was arranged by our parents. She had no say in the matter, and I know that she only tolerates me for the good of our kingdom.
I'm sure she still cares about you.
No, I can tell by the way she behaves around me. Her hands quiver with rage. She can't even bear to look at me when I speak to her. Damn, I can't believe she even treats the Crown Prince like that. She may be my fiancé, but our marriage is purely political. She endures so much because of her name. I guess you aristocrats have your own share of problems. Shaking her hands with rage and can't stand to look at her. I don't think that's what he thinks it is. What do you think?
I don't know. Hard to say.
I think we should check out the cafe next. Rika, are you here?
Ooh.
Enter Rika's cafe and find the place completely empty. You see a sign on the front door. It reads closed for the day.
It looks like she closed the restaurant for the day.
Since the Inquisition has evolved now, they might have taken her in for questioning. I really wanted to go into detail about what she saw, but it looks like we'll have to go somewhere else. So that's not a go. Oh, the contents. I gotta talk to him about that. Drago Jim, we spoke with the Inquisition about what they found in the vat. And they could only find bone matter belonging to Justin. Well, that and several metallic shards. What? That can't be right. I know. I was hoping to find some hard evidence to prove my theory. I'll have to find another approach to prove it. No, that's not what I meant. There shouldn't be any solid matter in those vats. Are you talking about the metallic shards? I just assumed those were some kind of magical byproduct. No, the refinement process requires that everything in the vat remains a liquid. Solid matter would absorb the liquid's magical properties and take the entire batch.
Those metal shards weren't supposed to be there? Do you think they came from the broken pieces of reeling?
Possibly. You'll probably want to double check with the commander to make sure. But it's definitely strange. You'll need to take a moment to work through all of this. From what Dracogen said, there shouldn't have been any solid matter in those vats. We already confirmed that the bone matter they found came from Justin's body. But that leaves another question. Where did those metallic shards come from?
Good question.
A metal object was thrown into the vat. A metal object was thrown into the vat.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's that teacup Pokemon.
You know they actually make a tea set with the Sinistea, but you have to pick that
I
up
did
from a...
not.
Huh?
I did not know that.
Yeah, but you can only get it from the Pokemon Cafe, from what I heard.
It's kind of cool. I wish I could get that.
Yeah, well, unless you want to make a trip to Japan, see if there's somebody that can you can get one online somehow. I don't know.
I'm sure that shit would be marked the fuck up.
Yeah. I swear, if I could learn how to make like latte art, I would have a bunch of people asking me to make their favorite Pokemon. I already know I got one of my cousins would ask me to make him a Gengar and a latte. Oh yeah, lied.
Yes. Whatever that object was, it probably dissolved shards of Orium. And
That's the thing though. The magical liquid in the vat is extremely volatile. It was destructive enough to reduce an entire human body to shards of bone. So, the vat of liquid should have completely destroyed the object. The object should have been completely destroyed. We shouldn't have found any metal shards in the first place.
right, but we did find them.
Hmm. How do you...
How do you explain that?
The night something happened that prevented the mental object from being fully destroyed. Was it the vat the liquid was neutralized? Huh. When Astor and Morrison reported the accident, the workers immediately neutralized the liquid's metal. They did this in an attempt to save Justin, but it would have also stopped the liquid from destroying anything else within the vat. Hmm.
That's how we found those metal shards.
Hmm. And whatever that metal object was, it was only partially destroyed. That means that it fell into the vat around the same time Justin fell into the vat. If it fell a while before the accident, it would have been completely dissolved. And if it fell after the accident, it wouldn't have dissolved at all. Furthermore, whatever the object was, it was probably as large as Justin. Hmm.
Hmm. Do you think this metal object had something to do with the sectum victim? Maybe they were holding it when they fell in.
I'm not sure, but it's definitely possible. We should take a close look at the metallic shards that Commander White found. The shards might help us identify the sectum victim. That person even exists. Let's go talk to the commander. Here we go. Commander White, you mentioned that you found several metallic shards in the vat. Do you mind if we take a look at them? Sure, just don't get any bright ideas about taking anything. You always want to avoid touching it with your bare hands. The liquid is neutralized, but it definitely ain't good for your skin. Commander motions one of the Inquisition Knights. After a few moments, he brings the large barrel filled with the metallic shards.
Mm-hmm.
What? Waiting for you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's taking a second look. What? There were that many?
What could have possibly fallen into the vat? Well, I guess we should get started.
Uh,
Spent some time closely inspecting the metallic shards with Celeste. The shards are only the size of a small rock, and it's difficult to find any discerning features. Any luck on your end?
no, I haven't found.
Celeste?
I think I found some. I'm not exactly sure what it is, though.
Celeste pulls out a metallic shard with some sort of engraving on it. Unlike the other shards, this one looks far less damaged. The engraving on it looks like somewhat of a crest.
Oh.
That's the crest of House Van Sanctus.
Isn't the noble charging Jikogen?
Oh. Oh, we got something here. Well, I doubt Lord Von Sanctus was the second victim. Aster, do you know who would have had an emblem like this? Normally only the Lord's retainers would have that emblem in his house. Well, I doubt Justin was the one who had it in his possession.
Do you think that one of Von Sanctus's retainers fell into the vat that night? It's definitely possible, but if that did happen, why haven't we heard about it?
Lloyd Von Sanctus would have the resources to keep something like that out of the public eye.
I mean, it's probably because he doesn't, want to be fucking implicated, because his person shouldn't have been there either.
Yeah. The only way to know for sure would be to ask him ourselves. But even if we could talk to him, he would never cooperate with us. You glance at the prince. Someone in his station would have no trouble meeting with Lord Von Sanctus. Any idea to bring him from to your mind? Unless... What is it, Mr. Cuthbert? Aster, do you think we could use you could help us interrogate Lord Von Sanctus? We did not just give this man a boner, did we?
Yeah, he did.
God damn it.
He popped one right there.
Really? You need my help? In this instance, it'd be very difficult to speak to him by ourselves. But as a crown prince, he'd be much more inclined to speak with you. Of course, I'd be happy to help. You might be overplaying your hand by utilizing Aster this way. You're still wary of the prince, especially since he was one of the few mages at the scene.
Will this really work, though?
It's not ideal, but it's the only lead we got so far. But it still bothers you. Why haven't you found any bone matter from a second person? Maybe you're overthinking it. You should pursue every lead and see where it takes you. And to do that, you need to find out what Lord Von Sanctus is.
Unless it was a suit of armor. Woo! Like a construct.
Oh, that's a good point.
So this is Von Sanctus's house.
It'd be more appropriate to call this building a palace rather than a house.
Ugh, what's that smell?
As you head further into the matter, you're hit with a very pungent and sour odor. It almost burns the interior of your nostrils every time you inhale.
Well, we're here.
You look around the manor and don't see anyone nearby. It looks like Lord Sanctus isn't home at the moment. Perhaps we should try somewhere else. Maybe the square?
Possibly.
There he is. We mustn't let such idealist notions throw our nation into chaos. You arrive at the town square to see Lord Von Sanctus speaking to several spectators out from a podium.
Yeah.
Bread and Butter did make nice fan art.
There's Lord Von Sanctus.
Yeah. Bread and Butter didn't make nice fan art of me. Just, you know, I'm kind of a guy. That's still kind of funny.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah. He appeared to be giving some sort of speech. Do your best to remain hidden from his view while you listen in. Please understand, the actions of the nobility seem callous. However, we only have your best interests at heart. Bullshit! The controversy with the Dracogen Trading Company is just one of the many examples. These so-called unions that men like to spout seem appealing, but they only obfuscate and hinder nobility from protecting the working class. Still bullshit. Men like scientific Dracogen are merely charlatans.
I'm an ugly motherfucker.
I know. This guy just screams nothing but bullshit. He's even got a Pinocchio nose. Look at it. You can pop a balloon with that. The only seek financial gain by strong-arming your true benefactors. Guide to raid. Who we raiding? Ah, I see why. Alright. So we know who we're raiding into. And they did amazing work.
Two benefactors, what a joke.
Yeah. I knew that Von Sanctus was wary of Dracogen, but I never expected him to be this zealous about getting rid of him. I think it's less about Dracogen specifically and more about what he represents. What do you mean? The Dracogen Trading Company has presented tangible proof that its policies are both effective and profitable. Even businesses that have no affiliation with him have started following his example. Von Sanctus is merely a relic of the past, and I think he knows that his archaic ideas won't survive in this landscape. I can only hope that our Grand Kingdom recognizes this danger as I have. The pompous noble leaves the podium as the citizens ponder his words. Ugh, what a load of garbage. It's obvious that Von Sanctus knows his days are numbered. But look at what happened. We let the common folks throw in standard and a young man died. I guess you have a point there. Oh, no. He saw Von Sanctus get in a carriage shortly after his speech. It appears to be headed back to his manor. It's a pompous ass. Brenda, there's a reason I don't trust anybody that calls themselves nobles.
I mean, I sometimes question if you trust anybody.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes.
You can name a few. Seriously, name one.
Do you trust Celtro with everything?
No.
Yeah.
Look, to be fair, would you trust Celtro?
I trust him to run my shop.
I mean, on everything. Remember, you gotta say this. It's gotta be both ways. If you said if I trust him with everything, I'd have to believe you do the same thing.
Yeah.
So you would.
He's a good boy.
So you would trust him not to turn into you again and hit on the Fae Prince?
We have an understanding.
That didn't answer the question.
We have an understanding that he won't.
The key word is an understanding, not that you trust him to.
I trust him that he knows what will happen to him if he does.
Alright, let's go talk to this ass. Excuse me, have you seen a donkey? I'd rather be talking to him for an ass instead of this ass.
I'm so trustable.
Last time I asked if my apprentice could work for Rena, and the first thing he wanted to do was to do the lick emotion. Alright. Anyways, we saw Von Six is heading back here. We should be able to speak with him soon.
Tyrion, isn't he gonna recognize us?
That is a good point. Especially after I whooped his ass in chess. We can't really avoid that. If we want to question him, we need to speak to him directly.
Be acting like I'm not an amazing suitor. I'm perfect.
She's not looking for a suitor. She's looking for a teacher. But even a noble like him would have to act civilly with the crown prince present. Listen, to be fair, it's funny to insult a noble when he acts like a pompous ass like that. See, I can follow the Fey Court King rules. No,
not quite. Not quite.
Why is it not quite?
Not quite. You don't have it. You don't have it, Juris.
I have what?
First of all, you're not a witch.
Yeah, fair.
That's your biggest problem. Only witches can be lawyers. Seltzer says, like, I can't teach her things. With that smirk on his face.
I'm putting him in the doghouse. I'm gonna put him in the doghouse, okay?
I mean, you know he could just leave that doghouse himself, right?
God damn it. Right, you completely forgot about the chess tournament. Well, it's not as if he could hide our identities from him. We faced him in the chess tournaments, and I'm Draco Jin's attorney. He knows what we look like. What? God damn it! Really?
It looks good on you.
Here, you wear it.
No, it looks good on you. It doesn't work on my head.
Oh my god. You gotta read your line?
Stay still, Juris. Stay still, Juris. Stay still, Juris.
Wait, you gotta read your line or what?
Here you go.
They didn't even put it on right.
Best I can do. What we look like. Wait, that's it. Ah, Juris, you're such a party pooper.
You didn't even put it on properly. I look.
Well, you keep moving.
Well, that was the funny. Like, at the very least, you put it on like this. Oh, wow. It really looks fucked up.
Well, because you didn't clip it to yourself properly. At least the way I clipped it, it looked better. You're bad at this, Juris.
Yeah. Alright, fine.
I mean, it's not clipping to me properly either.
Mm.
You messed it up, Juris. Angus.
What?
Stay still.
You want to read your line?
Blah, blah. There we go.
Nope, still fucked up.
It's better than it was before.
Yeah, if I don't move, but I move all the time. Anyway, your line.
Lucia.
Wait, what are you...
You gotta do like a front and the back thing, so it's a whole thing.
Wow. That's quite impressive, Celeste.
Right? I've been practicing that one.
What are you two talking about? I think you should see for yourself. The prince gestured towards a nearby mirror in the hallway. You reluctantly approach it. Just what exactly did Celeste do to you? What? Why do I look like Royce Rudolph?
It looks great, right? Ears taught me that one.
Do you honestly expect him to fall for this? You're probably a powerful mage. He'll see right through this. Are you telling me that the crown prince is here? Why did you notify me sooner? You hear Von Sanctus shouting at his attendant from down the hall. He seems to be quickly heading this way. You might want to disguise yourself as well, Celeste. Don't encourage her. This is extremely illegal.
Right,
Look, you should just dispel this ridiculous disguise and... He's almost here.
I can't think of anyone.
I'm terribly sorry for keeping your highness waiting.
Lucio.
What was that? What are you talking about? I could have sworn that I heard something. Why does she always go straight to Steel Wind?
Celestial Wind.
Why does she
Always
immediately...
Steel Wind.
She always goes straight to Steel Wind. Is she not... Is she telling us something?
I didn't hear anything either. You must be imagining things.
Lord help us. Of all people she could have chosen. At least she's able to mimic her voice well enough. Oh, Lady Steelwind, I wasn't expecting you until much later.
Well, I do not answer to you. I shall do as I please.
Yes, I suppose you have a habit of doing that. Surprisingly, it doesn't look like he's seen through your disguises. He must have other things in his mind with his guard down like this. Anyway, Lord Von Sanctus, pardon the abrupt intrusion. I came to pay my respects. I am honored by your Majesty's presence. Unfortunately, I am quite busy with administrative matters at the moment. Too busy to show some hospitality to the heir of the throne? I did it, I was...
He doesn't like being put on the spot.
Yeah.
But he's also afraid.
No, he's trying to kiss ass.
Well, he's angry and afraid, though.
I think blue is more fear.
Blue is sad.
I always thought of this more as surprise.
No. Nope.
I suppose I have some time to speak with you. The conditions are ideal, but at least you have Von Sanctus here with you. You should let the prince make the small talk with him for a bit. After that, you can subtly bring up Von Sanctus' crest that you found in the vat. I heard about the charges that you brought against the Dracogen Trading Company. Forgive my bluntness, but is everything well with your estate? Oh, that... I am simply cleaning house, nothing more. I've dealt with plenty of men like Dracogen before, and this time will be no different. I understand that he may be taking business away from you, but does it really warrant you taking such drastic measures? It has nothing to do about his business. It's these ideas that he's putting into people's heads. They allow these unions to continue to exist. And other businesses will follow his example. It's absolutely absurd. It's as if the entire world has gone mad. I see. Our society only functions when the lower class knows their place. Ugh. I know I'm supposed to be doing a snooty guy, but the more he talks, the more I just want to strangle myself for even saying that shit.
Know your place, Juris, under my boot. Oh.
No, know your place. Taking as many back shots as I can give you. If I ever say know your place, smack me upside the head. I don't give a shit. If that's how our society functions, then perhaps it is flawed. You're still young, Prince Aster. These righteous ideals may sound appealing, but they are a path to disorder. The common folk do not care about the well-being of our kingdom as a whole. They only care about themselves individually. If we were to allow them to become empowered, they will use that power selfishly. It is up to the upper class to maintain order. I see. Dude, even the Crown Prince is calling bullshit, and he's the one that could probably benefit the most. Steelwind. By the way, I'm surprised that you're representing Lord Von Cinctus, Lady Steelwind.
Right.
What is he doing? It's already hard enough to maintain this ruse. I knew that you'd recently become a prosecutor, but I never imagined you would represent a noble.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Aster.
What does that even mean? Let's not be coy, Lady Steelwind. If you must know, Your Majesty, House Steelwind and I have become to an arrangement. The fair lady is so keen on wasting her talents on civil work, given that I might as well utilize her to my benefit. Damn!
Fuck. Oh, he gets fucking cereal when he wants to.
That's
like, don't talk to my fucking future wife like that, motherfucker.
Yeah, I've seen that look before. I've actually seen that look once. Eliza. Some drunk called me some shit, and that was the look I saw before 2 conjurations. 2 legs. You ever seen a human get ripped apart like a piece of paper?
No, but I typically don't look for that kind of stuff.
Well, there you go. That's what she did. Yeah, as much as you call me angry boy, I'm technically the more calmer of the two of us.
If you say so.
No, you only know me from post-awakening. You don't know what I was like pre-awakening. Okay, but let me actually give a more proper voice for this. Do not speak to her like that. Oh, I meant no disrespect. But rest assured, this is only temporary. I see. So you have an arrangement for Lucio Steelwind?
Bullshit, Rena. What? Bullshit what?
You watch Saw movies, that's probably why.
What does that have to do with anything?
That's the kind of shit you would see in a Saw movie.
Oh, I mean... That's not real. You've seen some fucked up shit in horror.
Exactly.
That's not the same thing. That's not real life. That's just fake Hollywood crap.
It was seen that Aster was collecting his own information. Kind of clever, actually. Especially with that face they made about don't speak to my wife like that. He probably is still helping us with the investigation, but more of his ulterior motive is what is happening with my wife and and whose ass do I gotta beat up? I mean, whose ass do I gotta discipline as a noble?
I mean, the fact of the matter is like he doesn't want somebody to disrespect his future wife, and he respects his wife because he respects. Alright, he respects us as a person. I'm sure he respects fucking Steelwind as a fucking professional as well.
Yeah, but you also gotta admit, if that's your future wife, there's still gonna be points when you do stuff. even if it is kind of behind their back to intentionally help them, I don't mean it's ever a good thing, but there's still a part of you that's gonna do that shit just to help out as much as you can.
Yeah, like the back shots I give Seltro.
But Lloyd War Von Sanctus, have any of your attendants gone missing lately? That's an oddly specific question. But no, all of my attendants are accounted for. They don't see any dissonant thoughts from the eye, but he could be unconsciously shielding himself from it. I must ask, why use such a question? You see, I actually found a discarded trinket while walking around the city. It had the crest of Von Sanctus on it. I was worried that something unsavory might have happened to one of your people. Ah, I see. I suppose you must be on edge after what happened to your ship. However, items with the Von Sanctus crest are quite common nowadays. Really? The item that you found must have been a product produced by Von Sanctus Industries. An item produced by Von Sanctus Industries? So the Von Sanctus crest is on some of the items that is produced by your company. Not just some of my items. The Von Sanctus crest is engraved on every product created by Von Sanctus Industries. As a result, people have come to associate the quality of the product with the quality of House Von Sanctus. Or at least they did until hacks like Dracogen came out of the woodwork. So in other words, it's just branding.
What type of product does Von Sanctus Industries procure?
We used to produce magical accessories for mages. But now we produce all manner of product. As the head of the conference in our kingdom, we diversified our holdings.
Oh.
Ugh, that means that the metal shard could have come from anything. Seems the line of question led to a dead end. Damn it, is it really impossible to identify where the shard came from?
Do you sell your products to the Dracogen Trading Company?
Yes, of course I do. Despite my misgivings about Dracogen, it would be foolish of me if I didn't do business with him.
That means that there are Von Sanctus products in the arcane refinery. You've called Von Sanctus Industries, after all.
That's true. The metal shard could have been from some sort of industrial tool. Just what are you implying, Lady Steelwind? A twinge of nervousness through the eye? Does he know something? Why would he get so defensive over a question like that?
Was there a Von Sanctus product in the refinery the night of the murder?
Bingo! She misspoke and she said murder instead of accident. But that is evoking a reaction.
Answer the question, Bon.
Celeste attempts to loudly slam the tip of her cane to the ground, only to realize that her cane isn't actually real. She loses her balance and trips over a nearby vase. The vase shatters on the ground, creating quite a mess of broken shards and water.
I mean, she does tend to do that. That is part of her mannerism.
Yeah. Lady Steelwind, are you alright? Celeste immediately regains her balance and tries to act as nothing happened.
I'm not paying for that.
Lord Van Sanctus completely loses his composure and recoils at the sight of the broken vase. Construct, I require your assistance. Acknowledge. In response, Von Sanctus, called an arcane construct, walks out of the nearby closet. Bingo. Construct, clean up this mess at once. He seems very disturbed by the mess. Is he some sort of clean freak? Acknowledge. The construct begins quickly picking up the shards of the broken vase. You own an arcane construct? I do. Von Sanctus Industries is the inventor of arcane constructs, after all. Bingo.
Yep, told you.
You recall Celeste mentioning that earlier. Would you like one, Your Highness? My apologies. I am not very interested in using artificery. Suit yourself. In any case, I'm afraid Lady Steelwind must be taking her leave now.
What?
Remember, you said that you can only accompany me for 1 hour. It's close to being 1 hour, right, Lady Steelwind?
What are you... Oh, right. 1 hour. It'd definitely not be good for us to be here more than 1 hour.
Oh, does the illusion only last for an hour? In the meantime, may I discuss some personal matters with you, Lord Von Sanctus? Of course, I am at your disposal, Your Majesty. You raise an eyebrow at the prince. It appears that he didn't come here just to help you. Or you suppose you gotten all the information you need out of Von Sanctus. It's time to move on to the next lead.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah, that was a bit too close for comfort.
Well, at least no one saw through the disguises. Are you an attendant here? Oh, this is a real statement. Please notify Lord Von Sanctus that I...
The real Ernest Steelwind walks through the front door of the manor just as you're about to exit. She immediately stops in her tracks upon meeting her doppelganger.
Abado.
With one spell, Steelwind dispels the illusion over you and Celeste. Upon seeing who you really are, she lets out an irritated sigh.
Is impersonating the Steelwind some kind of hobby for you, Miss McCoy?
She looks really angry this time.
No, it was a really good reason for doing this. Let me guess, you wanted to interrogate Von Sanctus without knowing who you really are? No. Lying about your name is one matter, but impersonating a noble using a magic is a serious crime. Taryn? Help, please.
Are you seriously going to have to defend her in court again? You quickly try to think of a way to defuse the situation. Oh, sorry for the wait, you two. I had to discuss... Oh, Lady Steelwind. Great. According to Aster, Steelwind despises him. Knowing that he was part of this will just make things worse. Nope, never mind.
Oh. Your Majesty.
I'm telling you that's surprise, not... Because there's no way she would be upset if you got that happy night right next to it.
That does not look like upset, though. Like... That doesn't look like joy. That doesn't look... That looks like fear, like panic to me. She's surprised and panicked.
There is no way in hell she hates him. Look at that face.
She looks... Yeah.
You gonna read?
I already did.
Oh.
I read that line.
Okay. What? Oh, I see you dispelled the disguises.
You know about this?
As discussed between you and Steelwind. It seems like he's trying to calm her down. For better or for worse, her attention is firmly focused on him. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect you.
No, that's not why I, Oh, yeah.
They pulled the ruse under my orders. Could you please look the other way just this once?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Lady Steelwind. I won't forget this. Her brain can't even function anymore.
I need to go. Well, that was certainly something.
Sorry, Zeltra. I don't think it's gonna happen. missed it.
Yay!
Jesus.
Mary.
I'm sorry you two had to see that.
Mary. Aw. What?
It's as if she said before, she absolutely detests me. That is not the test. You saw it, didn't you? She could barely look me in the eye.
He's an idiot.
Yeah.
He's a fucking idiot.
He's an idiot.
Oh my god.
In any case,
Mary,
we're starting to
you
run.
big puppet shirt.
God, why would you say that? Also, no. Anyway.
Awesome.
In any case, we should start running out of. We are starting running out of time. We should head back to the refinery.
But we still don't know where the metal shard came from.
From what Von Sanctus told us, I don't think we can find out exactly where it came from. If each Von Sanctus product had that crest, it could be a number of things. Hopefully, Dracogen could help us narrow this down. If it did come from some kind of industrial tool, he might be able to check out if it was from a refinery tool or is something missing. Just hope he can prove you with some kind of lead. Ugh. Yeah, Celeste Face said it all at the end. This guy's an idiot.
He's a smart idiot, though. Like that's the part that I don't understand.
So, basically what I am, isn't it?
I mean, do you suffer from understanding social cues, but are actually really smart otherwise?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Look, I may be easy to adapt, but I don't know most social cues at this point now. Hello again, Mr. Cuthbert. I hope you have good news. Well, actually, take some time to explain what Dracogen what he found during your investigation. You're still uncertain about the identity of the second victim. The metal shard from the Von Sanctus crest is your best lead right now. I see. With that said, do you have any tools that you purchased from Von Sanctus Industries? I do. He personally sold me quite a few when I first arrived in the city. Even purchased the security system for the refinery building from him. Really? Did you purchase anything else from him? Well, he also tried to sell me some of those arcane constructs. He told me I could be the first person in Honorex to sell such innovation technology, but I turned him down.
Really? But they seem so useful.
I don't feel comfortable trusting machines to handle the work here. These constructs require very specific instructions and they lack common sense. That's true. We saw how unreliable they were during the Nightgrave case. He heavily emphasized how exclusive this deal would be for me. Looking back on it, he was probably trying to make me dependent on his services.
Yeah, I guess you made the right choice by refusing his offer.
Anyways, have you any other tools from Von Sanctus Industries that are reported missing? The Inquisition actually asked me the same question, so I took some time to check out my inventory. Why would the Inquisition ask him that? Did Steelwind come to the same conclusion that you did? There was only one tool that was accounted for. Really? What kind of tool was it? A rod of mending. It's a large tool that we use to repair damage on the machines. A tool for repairs? How large was it? Quite large, actually. It's called a rod, but it's more like a large cylindrical tool. It requires two people to properly carry and use it.
Interesting. Tell new construct. Wait, a repair tool that would use transmutation magic, right?
Yeah. That's right.
What if the rod of mending was the thing that weakened the guardrail?
Is that possible, Dracogen? I suppose that is possible. Now that you mention it, I recall there being a way to reverse its effects. Never even considered that transmutation traces were left by artificery tool. That does lift some suspicion off Aster.
Hmm. It requires 2 people to hold it, but it only needs 1 construct, I bet.
Yeah.
Someone could have sabotaged the rail with the rod. And they might have thrown the vat to cover their tracks.
But if it didn't completely resolve, that would mean that they threw the rod in close to when Justin fell off the walkway. It can't be coincident that these 2 events happened so close to each other.
We still have no idea who actually broke the rail. We didn't find a second body in the vat, and we don't have evidence that proves the second victim even exists.
I feel as if we have more questions than answers at the moment. We learned a few new facts about the case, though. And the Inquisition has verified the traces of transmutation on the guardrail. The burden of proof is still in the prosecution to prove that Dracogen is at fault. Even if Steelwind has a proper explanation for that, I can counter with the facts we've learned thus far. I just hope the trial goes as smoothly as you're describing. It really ever does, but knowing that would just needlessly stress him out. Regardless, I appreciate the work that you've done so far. I'll leave things in your very capable hands. You just hope that you don't encounter any more curve bars tomorrow. And with that, we call it. We go back to the court tomorrow. Yeah. And you wanted me to raid Poison?
Yeah.
Alright, let me see if it works.
Then you can see her homunculodunkus.
Badonkadonks?
No. Homunculodunkus.
Hungalongabungos.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna go raid into Poison. And I will see you all tomorrow as I try to finish Claire Obscura 33 tomorrow. I think I'm actually at the end tomorrow.
You're in Act 3 already?
There's an Act 3?
Yeah, there's an Act 3.
Ooh.
It's more than 2X.
Ooh. Alright. Maybe not. I'll try and get as far as I can tomorrow. But I will see you all next time.
Alright.